Bodie!
Hey, Cole.
Can you bring the phone to Mom?
I'll see if I can.
Cool beans.
Here. Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay? For a homework assignment that I'm doing.
Okay.
Did you know that I would always be an art major?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? How could you tell?
That was just what you did. I noticed you didn't like anything else. You didn't engage in different things that I tried to broaden your horizon in. You know, like I tried sports, I tried music, and then when it came to art, that just came natural. You didn't have to try at it.
Cool. Thanks, that makes me feel really good. Alright. Is it okay if I use this in an animation?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you very much, Mom. Have a good night. Bye.
I remember when I was younger, shut up. I was drawing a picture one day, and I was making unicorns. And my sister was drawing too, but she was drawing horses. And I brought my picture up to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, you know, how did I do? And of course, it's crappier than my sister's. But I mean, you can still tell what it was. But
Could you?
You know, yeah, you could. It's just the proportions weren't as correct as what my sister drew. And I'm like, Mom, how's mine? She's like, well, yours is good. It's just more, and she's really taking it easy on me. She goes, you represent fantasy more, and she represents realism. I'm like, what's that mean, Mom? And she's like, well, unicorns don't exist. And I'm like, what? Oh.
Yeah, sorry, it was a very sentimental moment.
Yeah,
Well, I thought that was the end of it.
No, it wasn't. And she's like, your drawing is very good. You know, it's just fantasy. And I took that very offensively, but she was actually complimenting me. She was just trying to tell me the difference between fantasy and realism. Where in a way, I did draw realistically, but just not realistically because unicorns don't exist.
Put your computer up here? No, it's okay. I feel like it would probably like vibrate and do something. So.
I think one of the reasons why people fear making art is the fear of failure. Everyone's always looking for the next best thing, and if you can't produce that, some people choose not to do art anymore. For me, I'm always wondering, will my professors like my work? Will my other peers like my work? Will they think it's stupid? I don't think people quite realize that it's actually really scary to make art, to be under that constant fear of scrutiny and potential failure. Fear is something that will inevitably always be in art, but it's not something that we have to give into. Just try to be confident in your work, and be confident in what you're doing. And if someone tells you to stop, don't do that, just remember, hey, I'm making art, and I'm gonna do what I want.
I think somebody accidentally.
Oh, I have so many ideas.
I know, I have a lot of ideas.
We could have a flag that just shoots out of the ground.
I'm sure it worked just fine.
But I don't know. It's just like, but that moment where your parents stop hanging your art on the fridge, and then you go through like a
Oh.
no, like you're growing up, like your art, you like you draw and they hang it on the fridge, and then you like go to middle school and high school and you draw scary things in like your binders, and then like you go to college and they start hanging your art on their walls. That's like
Okay, that's better. Like they just owned you.
It goes from the fridge to the wall. That's when I knew they started accepting my major. Yeah.